Okay, now in this video we'll be covering the web authoring portion of the May-June 2020 paper 3 variant 1. Okay, so okay, let's look at task number 1 first, evidence document, right? So it says create a new word process document. So again, Microsoft Word, right? I'm gonna create a blank document. Okay, let's see what it says. Make sure your name, center number, and candidate number will appear on every page of this document. Save this evidence document in your work area as J2031-evidence, followed by your candidate number. For example, You will need your evidence document during the examination to place screenshots when required. Okay, simple. Save. I'm going to save it into here. J2031 evidence. Okay, and I need to make sure my name, center number, and candidate number appears on every single page. So I'm just going to put it up here. Okay, done. Now, task number 2. You are going to create a web page and edit a style sheet for Tawara gaming computers. The web page and style sheet must work in any browser. All color codes must be in hexadecimal. Make sure that your style sheet contains no HTML. Alright, create a new folder called TGC. Locate the following files and store them in your TGC folder. Display the contents of your TGC folder showing the folder name, all file names, extensions, image dimensions, and file sizes. Okay, nothing new here. So I'm going to create a new folder here called TGC, and then I need to move these things. Board, logo, proc, TGCs. Okay, move all of these into here. And then I need to display the content of my folder showing the folder names, all the file names, extensions, image dimensions, and file sizes. Okay, I have my folder name here. Then I need to go to view and switch it to content so that it shows my file size, my image type, the extension, as well as the dimension of the image. I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm going to paste it into my evidence document. Just make sure that I crop the correct crop and display the correct information. Okay, here. Okay, there you go. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Create a web page called tgc.htm. This web page must work in all browsers and will have a table structure as shown below. Each table cell is identified with a letter and all dimensions are in pixels. The letters and dimensions shown in the table must not appear on your final web page. The table shows the spacing between cells, which will be set when your style sheet is edited in step 10. So you don't need to put any spacing when you're working on the HTML. Okay, table borders must not appear on the final web page, so you don't need to place any table borders in your HTML as well. Okay. So I'm going to use expression web to create a new web page. I'm going to save this inside the folder that I just created. Wait. I'm going to call this tgc.htm. I'm going to switch to design so that I can see the elements instead of looking at the code. All right. And then I'm going to insert a table. Okay, let's have a look at how many rows and columns this table has. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4 rows and 3 columns, right? So 4 rows and 3 columns. Okay, 7, the first row is merged. So I'm going to merge the cell. The next 2 rows are also merged, 2 cells. Okay, modify merge cells. Alright, all good. So the first one, okay, is 750 by 100, right? So the width is 750 pixels by 100 pixels. Right, there you go. The next one is 260 by 470, right? So cell properties again, right? 260, 470, and then 225 by 225. Oh, all 4. Okay, so I can just highlight all four. Cell properties, specify width and height, 225 pixels, 225 pixels. Bam. Okay, then 260 by 225. Cell properties, 260 by 225. And then the last two are the same, 225 by 225 as well. Right. Oops, I think okay, there you go. Now, once I'm done with this, I need to select the table. Okay, and I need to remove the width 100% because the width does not fill the entire page. That's not what the question wants, right? Now, the reason why I didn't uncheck this box when I created the table previously is that it's better to have more space to work with than less space. But right now, since I've already defined the height and width of all the individual cells, I can safely remove this. Okay, and this will be how the table looks like, right? So let's move on to the next question. Enter in cell A the text Tawara Gaming Computers. So cell A here, Tawara Gaming Computers. Okay, set the style to H1. This is a fairly easy paper. Place in cell B the image 2031-logo here, I think. Yep. Right, just give it an alternate text of logo. You never know what the question wants. Place in cell C the image 2031 proc processor, I think, 2031 motherboard and 2031 water cooling. Okay, so this will be the processor. Okay, whoops. Right, so let's put proc. Ew. Followed by board. Okay. Now, the question says, where necessary in the HTML, make sure that each image is displayed as 225 pixels wide while maintaining the aspect ratio. Okay, so obviously I need to scale this image. So I double click on the image, go to appearance and change the width to 225 while keeping the aspect ratio. Okay, there you go. Followed by the last one would be water cooling. Advanced, Cambridge water cooling. Okay, moving on. Place in cell D the text processors, F the text motherboards, I the water cooling system. Set this style to style H2. Processor, motherboards, water cooling systems, and set all of these to H2. Okay, enter in cell G the text last edited by. On the new line, enter your name, center number, and candidate number. Set all the text in cell G to style H3. Last edited by. Okay, set all the text in cell G to style H3. Okay, so H3, bam, done. Add appropriate alternate text to all images. Okay, we've done that already. Okay, every single image we entered has an alternate text here. Alright, so all good. Attach the Stylesheet 2031-TGC to this web page. Save your web page. So attach Stylesheet, browse 2031 TGC, and click OK. Okay, done. Okay, now we move on to the CSS portion, right? It says open the Stylesheet 2031-tgc.css in a suitable software package. Edit this Stylesheet to meet the following specifications, right? All table borders have a width of 0 and grid lines are separated. Okay, so this is something new. all cell spacing within the table is set to 20 pixels. Okay, the background color of the table is black. All tables are center aligned. In the browser, there's no cell padding. All right, so I need to open my CSS first. Okay, now if you see that there are some CSS code here and the selectors have been defined, but there are no issues with the definition here, you don't need to delete it. Okay, so I'm going to just add on by going to modify. Okay, so what I need to look at now is that all tables are center aligned, right? So I need to center align the table first. So I am going to go to box, and then I'm going to put top and bottom 0, left and right auto. Okay, so I'm going to click OK. So if you switch back to your table, you'll notice that it's actually center aligned instead of being aligned to the left like previously. Okay, so the background color of the table is black. Okay, so I'm going to again modify that. Background hashtag 000000. Okay, red, green, and blue. That's why it's black. 0 for all the colors. No colors meaning black. Okay, then and grid lines are separated, right? So I go to table here, border collapse, I have to select separate, okay? And then all cell spacing within the table is set to 20 pixels, okay? This one has to be done in border spacing here, okay? So I'm gonna put 20. I'm gonna click OK, I'm gonna switch back, and it should look like this, okay? However, here's the thing. Although you don't see any separation between the cells here, the funny thing is, if you preview it in the browser, you actually do. Okay, so the issue right now is that Expression Web, okay, is not able to preview that. Okay, but that doesn't mean that it's wrong. Okay, so I'm going to switch back here. Moving on. Right, there is no cell padding. Okay, cell padding has to be applied in TD or table division. Okay, so no cell padding would be under box here. Okay, padding, and I'm going to put 0. Okay, so 0 pixels, no padding at all. Background color, tables are center aligned. Okay, all table borders have a width of 0. Okay, I forgot that. So I'm going to go to border here, border style, none, border width, 0. Okay, so let's preview the table and see whether it's correct. Okay, looks fine. Right, so let's move on to the next question. Okay, so the background image 2031.bg.png is set to repeat to fill the browser window. Okay. So when it says background image, it actually means background image of the entire page. And because of that, we need to put body. Okay, then we go to background, and the image is 2031 BG. And then it needs to repeat to fill the browser window. So background repeat. Okay, let's have a look at how it looks like. Ew! Okay, but that's what the question wants lah. Right, moving on. Style H1, H2, and H3 are green with no red or blue components and have the font Segoe print. If it is not available, then Vedana. Or if neither of these fonts are available, then the browser's default sans serif font. Okay, so add on new style H1, H2, and H3 are green with no red or blue elements. So hashtag red, green, blue. Okay, it has the font Sego print. I have no idea what that is. Verdana sans serif. Okay. Click OK. Let's have a look at it. Oh dear God. Wow. Okay, moving on. Style H1 is set to 36 points high. Right, so new style H1, font size 36 points. H2 is set to 14 points high, left align. So H2, 14 points, left align, so text align left. Then style H3 is set to 12 points high, right align. So H3, 12 points, 12 points high, alignment to the right. Okay, there you go. Right, add your name, center number, and candidate number. Oops, my bad. Add your name, center number, and candidate number as a comment at the bottom of the style sheet. Okay, save this style sheet in your TGC folder. Take a screenshot of the content of the style sheet. Okay, so I need to add in the comment at the bottom here. So code view. Right, save. Take a screenshot of the content of your style sheet. Okay, place this screenshot in your evidence document. Make sure the file name and all content are clearly visible. Sure. Okay, there you go. Display the web page in your browser. If necessary, recite it so that all the page can be seen, all text can be easily read, the address bar is visible. Place in your evidence document screenshot showing the web page in your browser. Okay, so I'm going to preview that. Switch back to the page, which is super ugly. Right, let's preview in the browser. Oh dear God. Okay, so print screen. Paste this, your evidence document. Okay, and then finally, take a copy of the HTML source and place this in your evidence document. The most important step, code. Make sure I select everything and put it into my evidence document. Alright, so for